Hi Jack, thank you for joining us for the first ever AJA Ask Jack Anything. We are so happy to have you answer a couple of questions from Twitter followers about the new bracket order feature on Phemex.
Sure, love to.
So let's just jump right into it. The first question comes from Syed Jaff 84293596. Why did Phemex introduce bracket orders in Phemex Exchange and how are they going to be helpful for traders?
Yeah, Phemex team is always looking for to seeking the best user experience for our clients. And as we know, we have a lot of condition orders, stop loss, trading stop loss orders, and bracket order is just a new one. And I'm happy that Phemex is the very first exchange to provide this kind of functionality to our daily users. And my forecast is in the near future, more and more sophisticated traditional algo trading tools will be available to many global users. And so in this background, and when we talk to our community and lots of manual traders, they want this feature, and it's very soon get escalated to our management team and our development team, quickly designed and implemented. This tool is mainly for manual traders. It's basically to give them the ability to trade effectively, to take whenever they want to take opportunities, and as well as to manage their risk at the same time. So bracket order is not the last algo tool so we're going to provide to our customers. And when time is ready, that we're going to bring more and more sophisticated algo trading for users like VWAP, TWAP, TPOV orders. All those algo tradings are very popular in the traditional market, and they can really save clients' fees and get very good average price. Depends on different needs. So bracket order is the very first one, so looking forward to the more features.
Okay, another question from Dan Chenman. Hello Jack, I see that when using bracket orders, multiple active orders will be made. Can Phemex handle thousands of bracket orders? As I noticed on big exchanges, they have server crashes during high volatility because the exchange cannot handle thousands of orders.
The short answer is that we'll have no problem at all to handle this many orders. And we have performance test before we launched this feature, and the system can handle it easily. For per trading account and per symbol, we are allowed to open up to 20 bracket orders, which is totally sufficient to day traders. And it's kind of unfortunately that many top tier exchange even they open business for more than 2 or 3 years, they still have the performance issue almost every week and every month, and that's also the main purpose that we start Phemex a year ago, that to solve the performance issue. And I think we keep our promise that since we launched, we don't have any major performance issue at all. Even our user base increased significantly. So bracket order that is mainly to give user more tool sets to help them to trade more efficiently, and the performance is one of our main concern. And when we implemented, we did a lot of testing to make sure this is stable, and there's no any bugs. And our dev have thoroughly tested. Our QA manager did a great job to make it as quick as possible and test as thoroughly as possible.
Question from EQ6624SRGPQ0ZLB. What advantages do the order have over conventional profits and losses? Under what conditions can users use the direct order? Can you give some practical examples to make it clearer to the user?
Sure, this is a very common question. So as you know, we already have stop loss order and take profit order, and the bracket order also have the stop loss and take profit features. So the main question is very simple, and the stop loss, the previous stop loss order and take profit is based on the position size. So it's kind of a bind to your position. right? So you don't have to specify the quantity. As long as you go to your position panel and you can choose at what price you want to take profit and at what price you want to stop loss, right? But there's a need for traders. Sometimes they want to chase short-term momentum of the price. They don't want to touch their original position. They don't want to switch to the sub account because they have to transfer funds to another account, even that's a sub account to them. So they want to open position and set to certain amount to set a stop loss and take profit to their own specific order. So bracket orders give this functionality, right? And you can have a long position, but you put a sell bracket order to chase the short-term price movement. You can do both sides. Do both as a market maker, so you can do both sides, collect the fees with certain price range. So these are all good examples of how you should use the bracket orders. You don't need to worry about when the stop loss and all the take profit condition order triggered on the bracket order. It's gonna impact your main position on the same account. So which just to give you more flexibility to trade in one particular account. And by the way, that our sub account system is also very powerful and popular. And if you do want to make your funds and the trading strategy separately, clearly, I will also suggest that to trade long. For example, you have a position holding for a long term, you put it in one account, and you allocate some funds in your sub account to do some short term trading. So that's also one good practice. But Phemex gives you the flexibility that you can either use one account to do everything or use multiple accounts.
Okay. A question from Matt Trader 0. How does it work? Can I update my existing stop loss using these bracket orders? Say I placed a short order with stop loss and I placed another short order lower with different stop loss. So when price hits my second order, my stop loss will be updated for another entire position. If yes, it's cool.
Oh, short question is that bracket order it's an algo, right? We can't transfer a single order to an algo order. Under the hood, that even it utilize the stop loss and take a profit orders in the bracket order, but overall it's the order management is totally different from a single order. So we highly recommend that when you want to use bracket order, you have to use that at the very beginning, and you can always cancel your existing orders to send a new order or amend your conditional orders based on your needs. But you cannot convert a single order, even it's a conditional order, or two conditional orders into the bracket order. There's no such functionality yet.
So we have a question from Yorman Dominic 1. When to use this function bracket order effectively?
Oh, it's totally based on strategies. And one typical example for bracket order users is manual market makers. They don't know how to program and they want a tool to compete with those market maker bots. And what they do is for market maker, they basically collect rebates. So in Phemex, our rebate is great. The start point of our rebates is 2.5 bips, which makes if you're posting order in the order book and someone crosses spread to fill with you, you get 2.5 bips money back. Right? This is a very good feature, and especially when the price is moving in certain range, and we see this pattern quite often. And so you can post your buy bracket order here in the lower price and the sell bracket order in the higher price. So if the price in specific time move between this price range, so you can collect fees without any exposure on the position or position loss. Right? But things could happen because maybe price moved out of this range. So your one side of your position may take some position loss, right? So that's why bracket order is so useful, and you can use bracket orders to set take profit, to manage the risk, to collect the rebates, fees, and you can handle those cases that when price is trading against you, so you have the buy position but the price keep dropping, so this can reduce your loss. So overall, for the long term, if you're a very good market maker, you can have a very stable revenue from providing liquidity to the exchange. And another example, I would say, for some short-term price momentum chase. For example, one usually that's we see the price drop or price raise over a couple minutes. So you want to chase that momentum, and you don't know when the price is going to reach the peak. Then you can send a bracket order with a reasonable price, and to set a reasonable take profit and stop loss. If the price start trace back, then you don't need to worry about you lose all your money, and you can take the next opportunity to see what's the best price to trade. But it gives you just one click. It just says one order, but you can actually function as 3 orders. It's very easy for traders to quickly react on those events when they stare in the monitor. Right? This is a great tool compared with those exchange doesn't provide them. So traders have to send many orders. They may miss the opportunity, or they may take a lot of losses. So beside those questions, I want to share some personal experience on how to use a bracket order correctly. One thing is for the stop order, and as you can see, we designed the trigger condition for the stop order is always by last price, right? So it's basically it's based on the order book, what happens on the order book, and quickly give you the trigger to react on those events. For stop loss, it's hard to use. Lots of people tend to use stop loss with market order. So whenever the last price hits some price level, they will chase to use market order. But we have to keep in mind that there's a risk of a slippage. For market order, that you don't control the eventual execution price. And quite often that in crypto markets, the price volatility is huge, and you can have a sharp raise or a sharp drop. And when this happens, in a second, everyone is pulling back their orders and set to an even new or even higher price to protect themselves. So this happens when this happens, your market stop loss order may have a big slippage. This is inevitable, and this is in this kind of edge cases people have to weigh off this risk, right? But the benefit of a market order is guarantee, almost 99% guarantee that you will get fully filled, and if you really want to close that position, in most cases it works. But I just want to warn you that you have to considering about the slippage. If you are very sensitive about slippage, think about use the limit stop loss order, which we offered in our bracket order. So the good thing about limit stop loss order is you control the execution price, so and the slippage. The bad thing about it is it's not a guarantee to be filled immediately, right? So you may miss the opportunity. You may have even more losses, right? So one thing to fix that is you can set additional separately stop loss order with market price and be more aggressive to just in case it didn't happen, right? So that's no best solution for which stop loss order type you should use in the bracket order. If your position size, your order quantity is smaller, I will highly recommend you to use market order because the damage, even with the slippage, the damage is smaller, right? But if you have a big order, you may think about maybe replace it with several smaller stop loss order. Or you mean the rethinking about the slippage, so whether you will face the big losses on the stop loss order when the market treated really against you and it dropped really sharply.
We first ever ask Jack anything. And I think everyone will be looking forward to another AJA episode real soon. And another thanks to go to everyone whose questions were chosen by Jack, and congratulations to winning $50 trading bonus. Thank you, Jack, again.
Likewise, looking forward to the next one. See you guys later.